And we're live. Another day, another Dinsley's DAO Bonanza. We are super proud and super happy to be here. We gathered to present you a new DApp that one of our DAO members, Pavel-san, one of the founding members of Dinsley's DAO, has been working on. It's an AI companion. They're very popular these days. And I think he's done an amazing job. There is a Solana integration, and we're here to explore it. I'm here with a bunch of power users. You've met them all. You've seen them all in previous shows. We got Din Machine, OG founder of Dinsley's DAO. We got Parzicano, superpower user. He hasn't missed a single bonanza. Alex Pertz, everybody knows Alex Pertz. Builder, influencer, KOL, the soul of the party. Baba, our OG dev that has been working on in-house dApps, has been a hackathon judge together with the rest of the DAO, has been with us since day one. Legend, of course, the legend. Anything that has to do with governance, anything that has to do with structuring our DAO and processes and bold ideas, he is behind it. Untied Bear, master of analytics and data. Again, another member that has never missed a single Dinsley's DAO Bonanza. And of course, your internet friend, Whale's friend. So yes, we've gathered here. We're going to explore this a really awesome AI companion. So it's called Siya.AI. It's powered by Really, and it offers the ability to the user to chat and form emotional connections with different anime characters in a novel and intriguing way. So let your imagination go wild. You can ask anything to the AI, and you can create your own companion. So do you want to chat to a panda? Do you want to chat to a chair? Do you want to chat to a picture of a whale, an animated picture of Whale's friend? You can do that. Do you want to chat with something that has been created by another user? You can do that as well. So let's go blind. Let's just open the app. I'm gonna give you a quick rundown of what I see in my screen, and then I'm gonna give the mic to our power users, and they'll tell you what they think. So the way we're gonna do this today is we're gonna explore what the team has currently built, what's there for us to actually play around with, and then on the second half we can talk about how they can improve this, how this can become more user-friendly, how this can become more competitive versus what's out there already, and general feature requests that we would want to see in this DApp. So immediately, Siya.AI lands you here. I see very familiar colors. I like this. Create, chat, cultivate your own AI soulmate. I'll start by signing in and see how this works. So I hope there is a users. We're gonna do Phantom. A wallet pop-up has popped. I'm using Phantom. It's asking me to connect my wallet and sign. I'm using a burner wallet, as you should. You should all use burner wallets since we're doing alpha versions and test apps. You don't need to connect ledgers. You don't need to connect your main ledgers, your main wallet. So we're immediately presented with a wall of text. Let's read the scenario and let's talk about it. On a bustling and lively night, you step into this well-known male host club. It's a place you frequently visit, and Russell is your favorite male host there. He possesses handsome looks and a unique charm that never fails to catch your eye effortlessly. Tonight, you notice Russell seems... it's not Russell, it's Rusei. I'm sorry, guys. I named him Russell. You noticed Ryusei. His Japanese names are hard. Maybe we do some Western names. Ryusei seems a bit displeased as he sits awkwardly on the couch, stealing glances at you from time to time. You immediately grasp his thoughts and gently caress his face, trying to soothe his emotions. He arches an eyebrow slightly, looking at you with a mix of anticipation and dissatisfaction. This is gives me lots of Shades of Grey vibes. 50 Shades of Grey vibes. Okay. Ryusei sat awkwardly on the sofa, casting a disgruntled glance at you. You approached and gently touched his face. He raised an eyebrow, looking at you. Standing up, you ordered the most expensive wine in the store, then apologized to him. Seeing this scene, he smiled and grabbed your arm. You're so good to me, but you can only belong to me. What? It has some sexual annotation. So okay. So and let's write a message. Hi, is the drink free? Can I pay with Solana? I assume now. I quickly I'm making this up. Oh, it's in Chinese, Japanese. I have no clue what this is. I'm sorry.
So you can ask the AI, hey, do you speak
I
English?
see. I see.
And I found that every single first interaction with the AI is always in Chinese. And then you say, hey, do you speak English? And then it's like, oh, and then like there's like blushes. Like there's gonna be some detail. He's blushing and says, yes, giggling, I speak English.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. He speaks English, but do you accept Solana? Maybe you have Solana Pay. All right. All right. I think I've seen as a first glance. What do you think, guys? Where is the Solana integration useful to this? Who do you think is this made for? And how do you see this application evolving throughout the the needs, the AI needs of the current players, of the current crowd? Uh, what do you think? What are we looking at now? Let's start with Dean Machine. I assume also from what I realized, Dean has played quite a lot with the app. So tell us what we're looking at here.
Yeah, there's a trend for these kind of AI companions. So that's what I think we see. And I think they've done a pretty good job as far as, coming up with these canned kind of like starts. So if you click the left or right buttons, you'll have new characters that you're interacting with. You start off, I think the gender wise, there are more women using these apps than men. I don't know, maybe it depends on what country. Um, Now, yeah, so you just keep on clicking there and you're getting different people. And then you can see your recent chats. I think from a likely first step, it's that you're going to be using Solana as a payments rail to gift your AI companion things. So you can buy them different items to show them your affection or dress them up differently. Um, But I think that that's most likely the strongest market opportunity.
Parzicano, let's go to you. What do you think we're seeing here? How is Solana useful to this? Does the industry? I know there is a large industry evolving behind these AI companions. How do you think this fits within those? What other features have you discovered that we should play with?
I think I did the test using the mobile app, right? So the only issues I had was maybe in the sign up process. It's kind of like bleak. But then if you look for use cases from my point of view, right, I prefer, as a DJ, I prefer my AI companion to like maybe have some ideas about DJ and then let's have stories to discuss. Not necessarily romantic, because I don't think I can interact or let's say feel love through a bot. But if you, let's say from my point of view, I think the thing they are missing is the DGen aspect for me. I'm a DGen, right? I love, of course, many Solana maxis are DGens. So if my chatbot maybe has some understanding of the environment, that could be another use case where you could onboard people and say, hey, my AI chatbot recommended this. I got this. It did well. It did bad. Then you go back to banter your bot and stuff like that. So that's the aspect I see maybe as a new route to explore. Might not be as fruitful, but then it's worth exploring, at least from my point of view.
Yeah, I totally see your point, and that's why I immediately asked the AI agent if she knows anything about meme coins. So very valid point. Let's see. At the same time, I realized that you can upload your own voice files, and you can also upload your own images, and like you can create your own companion as you imagine him, her, it, whatever you want to have next to you. Alex Pertz, your insight is valuable. What do you think?
Hello, hello. Yes, what I think about this, I really liked when you go in the website, you see that bringing both emotional connection and task efficiency. So, in a sense, you can actually personalize the experience you can have with an AI agent that it's going to do stuff for you, or you're going to. Now, in terms of being just a companion, then this is it. He can offer an experience, yeah. But I really liked what I saw, that it says both connection and task efficiency. So if it actually can do stuff, and you can make it, you can ask it to make a transaction for you, and then they can answer in the voice that you uploaded actually. So there is a whole connection. There is a connection in the project. This is what I like. So as a companion is okay. I think you can make it a little bit more rich with something, but I really like the personalization you can bring on the task efficient jobs, and you can tweak it to be more personal for you and speak to you a little bit different, or because of the history of the chat you have and everything. Yeah.
A really cool
Sorry. Yeah.
thing that I've please close your mic. Another cool thing that I've explored and I just found out is that all these agents, all these companions have profiles like social media profiles where they are followed. You see some characteristics like what their astrological sign and the type of character they are, their connection to you. They're a stranger. I understand you can evolve your relationship and be a lover, be a friend, not be a stranger at least. And I see people are actually talking in other languages. I don't know if it looks Thai or something like that. It's pretty cool. Or this is February 14th, 2024. I think that's Valentine's Day. I don't think that this is a random date. Very, very interesting. I really like this aspect as well. But let's hear from Baba. Baba, have you seen any of those companion AIs? Have you played with them? Like, you look like a guy that has played with many of those. So tell me about them. It's all puns and it's all jokes.
So, of course. So, I mean, you know, it's interesting what the team is building here, and to be honest, I don't have the best experience with these tools, but I know, I've read stories, and I'm gonna take it towards this direction because you see these chats, or at least the one we guys experienced, it was on the more romantic side. It had some sexual energies, tension right there. I've seen though and read stories about another platform such as OnlyFans having AI generated whatever, and you get a whole business out of it. So I assume this to be along those lines as well. Uh, and I found it interesting how you could create your own AI companion, and you can share a companion with someone else as well. So you can get into the whole building the best companion, I guess, which gets the most followers. And then I try to see it, how does the team monetize this. I try to view it through that lens, and it was interesting to see that they have the option for through your profile to purchase these diamonds and these shards, it seems. And after clicking on them, I saw that um you can, by paying a specific amount and acquiring these shards, you can have your AI agent. You can preserve memory, your chat history with it, so it can remember more stuff. You can personalize the background, you can buy masks, which is something we outlined. You can increase your bond. So I just like the fact that the team has thought about how they can expand this, for it to not simply be just a story. I'm discussing, I'm going through a story with an AI, but I can truly build a relationship, if you may, around it. So an interesting app, and definitely something that is increasing in popularity more and more. So um yeah, excited to see how the team can evolve this.
I just saw exactly what you described, where you can buy points, you can change the background, you can add masks, you can change the vision, and you can bond with your AI. I see that there is also a memory preservation. So if you want to have a long-lasting relationship with your AI companion, you need to pay a couple of things and to have the history of your text at least, and uh, have it continuously be relevant to the context you've been talking about with the AI. Sir Legend, what's your take on Ciya AI companion powered by Really, by our friend Pavelson?
So I think it needs better onboarding because I was not expecting the first chat to be so teasing. Let's say I think some type of mini tutorial should be introduced in the beginning, some type of information of what to about to expect. But I know CI targeting is AI soulmate, right? And I think personally, I think they should do a different way. Instead of AI soulmate, they should go for AI, companion or colleague, or, just AI agent. Because one of your first questions was how they can leverage Solana, and Dean touched on some Solana payments, like you can customize and etc. etc. And the way I see it as well is like you can touch on Solana NFT communities, for example. Can make your own NFT. For example, everybody here has a deal this NFT. You can make your own NFT a colleague somehow, and you can when you're offline, maybe this NFT answers for you in your presence with your voice and your character,
Yeah,
your
they
image.
already have
So,
this implemented,
so
where you can upload your voice and your character, but you mean connected with NFTs.
yeah, but
So you upload your
yeah, connected.
critter,
So like how
you upload
Solana in
your
general.
critter, you give it a funny voice, and it's helping you navigate this cruel world.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, they're kind of, maybe intention, like it's a soulmate. It's not really soulmate if you're looking at the, more business aspect of it. In case you're like looking for a support bot, maybe like this list, an AI agent for this list. If it's strictly soulmate, I understand like this, being more teasing, more sexualized. But if you wanna like diverse, then that's my look at it, at least.
You touched a little bit on the feature requests. I have plenty of those. Let's save
Yeah,
it for
I have plenty of them as well.
part
So
two.
I tried
But I
not too
see all
much.
your points, and it's very annoying that I need my first prompt is always, "Hey, let's talk in English." Let's move to Untied before we explore a little bit more. What do you think, Untied Bear?
Yeah, I like the tool, how it's engaging actually with levels of intimacy, stranger. I managed to get minus 50. I'm enemies with a panda. I think it's called Fubao. But that's on me because I try to take it out of the role. That's what I think. It's for me. It was fun, so that's what I spent time with instead of chatting with a. You know, I try to get it out of the role. Managed it 5 times, and he asked me to respect its boundaries. That he knows that he's an AI agent, but he cannot. He needs to stay in role and stuff like that. Uh, if you go to
How
instead
did you
of
break? How did you
discover,
break,
create.
manage to break character of the AI? How, like, what did you ask the AI to do?
Oh, it didn't break. Like it didn't respond like my 3 messages. What I asked was lost because there was a discussion at the time. It has hallucinates or it believes or the instructions are that it is a panda, it is speaking panda. So I asked questions like where did you learn English, and it had difficult time answering those, and also asked like how are you able to respond 24 hours a day? That's when do you sleep and stuff like logical things, just to prove a point. At that moment, like I think 3 messages didn't get answered. Now I'm minus 50. I don't think he
So
likes me
this is your
anymore
reputation
because
with
of
the AI. Can you guide me on how to find this? Is it in my profile? How do I see the reputation with each agent?
if you go to recent chats on the
Uh,
left, I think because you talked to one
yes.
already, then you can check the one you talked. Uh, on their page, you see it already, right?
It's here, the
Intimacy level.
zero.
When you go to it, yes, you're stranger 0. I don't know the next levels. It was fun for me to. I think try to join a crew of pirates. Storyline. It's well thought. It's fun, engaging. But I'm curious about what they mention on the first page, like an AI agents that as assistant, because I can totally see this becoming like a tutor. Like you create a teacher about a subject, about I don't know, a student can do something about maths, and that someone personally teaching that person whatever they need to learn while you're building a sort of relationship. Actually, of course it's not the real thing, but I think this has some potential to actually you know uh, be used as an education tool other than just what we see on the few examples. I think I didn't yet, but before I have a lot to tell, but uh, I will keep it short. I think we can try to create one if we have time. Then you can see also you can choose an assistant. Um my experience was nice, but for the next phase, I have some requests
Plenty
also.
of requests. As we speak, I'm testing all these things you just mentioned. If this thing works as a tutor, like here, I just asked something I've asked ChatGTP a bunch of times to help me with VLOOKUP. I constantly forget the VLOOKUP formula. Sure, you are my AI girlfriend, but I would ask my real girlfriend, "Hey, do you know VLOOKUP? Can you help me out?" So let's see. Does it actually can it help me? Excel, now you're speaking my language. Okay. So it explains lookup. Okay. Can you explain the formula? And like I've been chatting now, like we've touched plenty of subjects. I asked the AI to teach me to become a
Uh,
pilot.
uh,
I've asked them about VLOOKUP. I don't see any reputation. Are we getting closer? Are we getting to know each other? What do you think? What am I missing here? Anybody can take the mic before we go to the
yeah, I don't
feature
see that.
requests.
I just want to say something about these questions like VLOOKUP or the other question about Solana. I think if you want a tool like that on a specific subject, you need to create your own. These existing ones have too many restrictions for you to not go out of the role and tell their story always. So you need to create your own to be able to actually get
Okay,
what you
shall
want,
we
I
go
think,
and
at the
create
end.
our own?
Because
Create a companion. How do we do that? Let's find an image. A image here. I will put an NFT. Here, this one, generate. Choose style. Please enter a location, outfit, and expression. Okay. Solana dev dressed in Solana merch. First language is Rust and speaks fluent English as well. Has purple hair and always sits behind a screen. Okay, do you think that's a sufficient image description? I have also did the character limit of 75 out of 75. Okay, let's see what's gonna bring us. And let's see what kind of persona we can create. Takes a little bit of time. Do you think I did something wrong? Did you think I broke something, or is just taking a little bit of time? That's always the case.
I think but the pop-up something went wrong, so it's not gonna load anytime
This
soon.
part is just for the image. You can also upload something if you want,
Image is almost ready, says.
like image generation.
I am trying the features. Sure. Okay, exit. Didn't work. Let's upload a picture. Let's upload an NFT of mine. You've seen my NFTs. Let's do the orange cock rooster. Orange rooster. Here we go. Complete. Something went wrong. Did they do something wrong, or it's broken? What do you think?
I think it's not working as intended.
Are you trying it at the same time? Are
I
you
think it
arriving
might
at
be
the same
broken because
results?
I am arriving at the same results.
and there were also some without image on the Discover side. I think these are the custom created ones.
Is it perhaps you need credits to create your own character?
What if I do a Coco Max? That's my character. This is who I want advice from. If you've been to Island DAO Volume 2 in Thailand, Koh Samui, and you've opened one of the fridges, you've seen this drink. Something went wrong, so no, it
And this
wasn't my
Bonanza is
DLNFT.
sponsored by
The problem
Coco
is Coco Max. Sorry, no, it's not Coco Max, it's the AI. The agent. So we cannot really create an agent. I think that's just a bug. We repeat it in every
Okay, continue,
Bonanza.
right?
Is we are talking about alpha versions, early builds. Not everything is going to be working as intended. That's why we're here to help and test and try out. So don't get discouraged and let's continue exploring. So I can't create a new character. Is there another way I can bypass the image because it doesn't allow me? Okay, something went wrong. What? Adjust avatar.
Can you try to go on with this one what you uploaded? Like if you go back, you can still type,
Name
I
your
think,
character. Okay.
in the other fields.
Wales friend. Set a unique ID. Do I need to set a unique ID? It should have a little bit of explanations here. Gender, I am male. Type, a crush. An assistant, a custom role. Can switch to spicy chat anytime. Oh, there is a lot of spiciness built into this. I want to be an assistant. Character's background, history, and personality habits. So, is a war veteran turned into a person.
I think it's only 15 letters.
Let's see. Wears only black and is very serious. Okay. Has never been to school. Okay. Visibility private, I want it to be public. So you can also play with an advanced setting. So astrological sign, sun, moon, rising. Are these astrological signs? So, rising, Aries. I see you can go really, really deep into this. Okay. The character chat style will be based on the content input here. Click what you add here. Help me with simple algebra. I don't know.
Sure, no
Sure.
problem.
I mean, this is a character style, so you'd have to put different fonts, I guess.
We met during the Vietnam War. The character first words to you. Save me, sir. Okay. Some fields are empty. Which fields are empty? The ID
The voice.
and the
The ID.
empty MBTI, which I have no clue what is. Alone, social. It's a social. Emotional. Right. Okay. Logical structure. Adapt to circumstances. Okay. And this social, rational, logical structure. Set schedule. And this, what is this? Set unique ID. What's that? One.
I think it's like a seed phrase. You
Okay.
can set anything. So if you want to create similar one, then you can maybe use the same number.
Okay, let's do that. Some fields are empty. Which fields are empty? The image doesn't go with the image. So yeah, we're stuck here. It's the alpha version. It's not recognizing, it's not allowing me to upload an image, although I've already uploaded one. Unlock full features. As you see, there is an application. There's an Android and an iOS application, so pretty good. You can get it on your iOS or Android phones. Web3 and playing with dApps and discovering coins and trading, how this fits in our ecosystem. What does the team need to work on to make this awesome? Let's start from left to right. From right to left this time. So Untied Bear, you're first.
So about feature requests, how we can get better. I think thanks for trying to create a character. We tried, it didn't work, but we saw every step almost. Uh, I think they need to add some extra where you can upload a file. Like it can be about the topic, about the like this fully customize it. I think that's really important because as it is, it's just based on I'm not sure which data and what answers it can give. Um, One because I don't want to. I want to give stage to others as well. Just one last thing is a disclaimer. I read in the report that already said about the age restriction, but there's one more thing that's I think quite important when you're using tools like this, especially for younger people. On every chat screen, there needs to be a disclaimer that this is an AI agent because people can get carried away whilst they're spending money or when they're really far into it. Because we heard stories about previous chatbots. I think this is a must-have. Without that, it will be, I think, a problem not having that on the screen in the long term. But other than that, there are a few more, but I want to give stage to others.
Thank you so much for that. Legend, how do we fix this? How do we make it better? What should the team work on?
So you are talking about bugs, are we, or product requests?
Anything you have in mind. No need to segment it so much. Whatever you think that this needs to be fixed, improved, or added, you can speak about it.
Yeah, I was thinking how this can be popular in a way, like how degens, how can you get these two degens in a way, like Parsikano mentioned earlier, like. So the way I can see is like if you can incorporate these AI agents into a wallet, for example, if you go every time you go to Phantom, you click on Phantom, you see like your little agent available there, and he greets you like "Hello, welcome back." Or with the upcoming Saga 2, you can make it an app. So every time you have your Solana phone, turned on, you are greeted by your AI agent, your companion. It can be like a regular also thing. So that's how it can touch DGens like in a daily basis without you going specific to the app. And yeah, but I'll also push NFT communities. If you can attract some type of partnership with NFT communities to create their own AI, also will be awesome. Like I'll personally, I will be happy like if Dinsley's, for example, has like their own AI, and they would, like maybe you can come talk with him about questions, what Dinsley's does, etc., etc. Or maybe it's like our own character, our own mascot. So yeah, that's what I want to say.
I really like your ideas. I really, really, really like your ideas, and I hope we see something like that. Our own agent that answers questions about the DAO, the constitutions, the functionalities, the proposals, everything. That's an awesome idea. Baba, what do you think? What do you think the team should be working on? What should they prioritize? How do they make it? How do they improve it?
Can you guys
Loud
hear
and
me?
clear.
All good? Super. Just I'll take it a bit from the top, just to comment on it practically. So just from the home screen, from the get go, I like how it's clear. Create chat. You scroll further down, you can discover your perfect AI match. Whereas if you click one of those icons, you can go and enter that unique code that we were seeing that redirects you to a specific AI agent. So I like that. And they have their landing page. Now on their landing page, there's the home agent AI pay and then the language. Personally, I don't think it makes too much sense to have the agent and the AI pay there, since they're just uh, two infographics. So I would either have a description as to how that works and what that is, if it's to be a separate page, or I would include these in the landing page further down in terms of the tech being used and how this whole app has come to work. And instead, the download feature for downloading the APK for mobile, I would include it in the top. That's just my first thoughts when landing on it. Now, in terms of the actual tool, the actual product, I mean, the first things that come to mind is if I'm on the Discover page and I'm already speaking to one of these agents and I have a chat going on, I don't want to be able to find them in the Discover page again. I want to know that for this agent, I'm going to my recent chats to talk to them. Also, I think definitely from the settings, or if it's on, yeah, definitely from the settings. I want to choose what language I'm gonna be interacting with the agent, or at least when creating the agent, outline what languages are being supported and have the option to select what languages this AI model can speak. And then maybe that could be advertised under the profile. Another thing, so what we're seeing now is that all the agents so far have a story. So they have a small intro paragraph setting the scene of how you're going to talk with this agent. I like having the option to do so, but I also want an agent where it's not in a story exactly. And maybe if you pay and you can retain that memory, I can build the story bottom up, if that makes sense. And have the AI retain that information, so I'm starting from scratch instead of being thrown in a scene. These are a few of the thoughts that I think could be improved, and could make me increase the intuitiveness and also what you could do with the
Yeah,
platform.
I totally agree with your feedback. I have some more things to add on top of those, but before we go to my feedback, I want to hear from. Give me a second. I want to hear from Alex Pertz. How do we make this better? How are you going to incorporate it to your daily life, Alex Pertz? What is it missing for you to
Okay,
get closer to this
mostly
AI?
the guys covered me. Mostly the guys cover me, but when it comes to task efficiency, because I would like to see something like that personal, I would like to have, I don't know how possible it is, but to have some sort of connection, for example, with step finance, for example, and then I could on the go, since I created the AI, on the go ask, what are my holdings? Did I receive any new, like read some information and be able to easily on the go just ask it, and yeah, something like that, probably if it's possible. But now, when it comes to this is the task efficiency, actually, this is what I thought. The other things are covered by the guys already.
Awesome.
Baba spoke about it, Legend spoke about it with the wallet and everything,
Awesome.
but yeah, probably that's how it would be.
Let's get going because
Yeah.
I see time is flying, and we have plenty of cool things to discover in this app. Parzicano, what do you think the dev should work on? How is this gonna be improved? What is it missing?
Yeah, I think the major thing I think that's missing is it's supposed to be kind of an anime chatbot app, but then if you're looking for like the very popular basic animes like Naruto, I think if you look for Naruto itself as a character, it's not there. If you look for let's say Chigo now from Bleach, like because I'm an avid anime lover. I'd love to have like maybe there's a storyline with these anime characters in there. Then you can ask questions based on that and then throw it around and then kind of build your own story based on what is already existing from like the baseline characters for these animes. That's one. And then the second one, kind of like it's kind of iffy. I don't think it's really much possible, but could be possible. Is where, for example, we have tribe.run. That's for like legends, or you have to belong to a group, and then you guys can discuss and stuff like that. So I'd love if maybe now this is very next. It's next to impossible, but I think if the devs or if there's a partnership, right, that has where, for example, I'm in a tribe and maybe my friend, like Boys, for example, now is in another tribe, and these tribes both have their chatbots, but then most informations are going to be secret except someone comes out to spill it. So, for example, I'd love like you could tip the chat bot, for example, in Tribe, tip it maybe 0.0 something so, then it gives you a hint of what the guys are planning to buy, something like that, kind of like an information hint. Doesn't really tell you all. Then you have to go figure it out. Then it creates kind of like a dynamic where information flows without actually like someone coming out to say. But then it has to deal with your intuitiveness. Those are just the basic things.
I really, really like that idea of having presets where my helper is Naruto or my helper is One Punch Man or someone, and I speak to him and he gives me in the same vibe. I really like this idea. Before I speak my mind, I want to hear from Mr. Dean Machine. What's missing for this to become amazing?
Yeah, I think everybody's covered some great functionality for the core app. I'm thinking about it as a potential token holder. I see that really right now has rebranded themselves. They went from a metaverse token to an AI token. This is a really hot trend to be in the AI token space. So what I would double down on is interactions that use the really token in the app. That would be what I would want to see as a really holder, as a prospective really purchaser. And then I can see communities monetizing these companions if you can make them use specific. And then as people are chatting with your bot, if they want to continue chatting with it, continue using it, there's something that requires a payment in really token. So, there could be a Dean's List bot that, you guys mentioned before, but we could have it, do certain things that are beneficial as far as like, hey, what should I be using? What app should I be using? What tokens do you guys like? And it can be fetching information from our Discord that you can only access because you're a member. And if you want to get more of that information without purchasing our token, you can talk to our, chat bot, and we're getting a percentage of fees off of that. But long story short, at this point, I want to see a connection between the really token and the AI because they're right there. Like, I'm bullish on their pivot, and that's what I would want to see.
Wells, you're breaking up. You're not speaking. If
Yes,
you
actually, I thought yes.
While he's fixing his connection, I think. Uh, I I tested a platform. I think a few days ago. I think it was AgentFi. It's not on Solana, so I wasn't impressed. But that's a platform like Pump.fun. But then you create your AI agents that they should post for your project on Twitter. Like you don't do anything, I think, from my impression. So maybe there are plans already for this also. I'm not saying that you put for every new agent a new coin and also a bonding curve. That will be too much of a difference. But maybe what we saw on the this app that we could also see the followers. They had some posts, those AI agents. Maybe they could also integrate that they are posting that directly on Twitter. That would be very interesting, I think.
Yeah, actually on Tide, I've tested recently as well another AI agent platform which is called Top Hat, which is you create your own AI, you create the personality, what you want to talk about, be it governance, and it creates an AI for you. You link up the Twitter, and you just link the tweet he wants to talk, and he will automatically reply and post by itself. So yeah, if they
Yeah, if because there are some agents here that the whole concept what we saw that the community can create one and get the collective fees whatever we always spoke, but it's also really active socially. That's also actually doing the marketing for you. That would be nice, like taking the customers to your personal AI itself.
Yeah. Besides being a
Agent.
chatbot, you can also be, a
Yeah,
personality on the social media, for example.
yeah,
Or
that
we can start with Twitter, which is, mostly what City is mostly about.
I found here on the profile section of the Ciya AI, like build intimacy to deepen the relationship, like, and it has a whole lot of acquaintance, friend, best friends forever, lovers, and stuff like that. I don't know if you saw that, yeah, but it's so super interesting actually the way they do it. So yeah, I'm just speaking with myself now, but yeah, just taking it even more now that we speak. Mm.
Yeah, I think also check the platform that endless simple. It's like there's a lot of ideas you can, even if you want to leverage Solana or not, you can
To be honest, I
program.
would like to have an AI and ask it like, what are my holdings in Step Finance? And I said, did I receive today an airdrop? Like quickly. Okay, of course it's nothing that crazy and it's a game changer, but I can see something work like that when it comes. If you ask me how to combine those two, this is one of possible plays, like to make some transactions, to make some
It's
besides
it's
the
going
relationship wise and everything. Yeah.
you can have your own AI in your so Phantom has these handles, right? Do you have your own handle in Phantom? So you can create your own AI based on that handle, and that handle will say everything you missed based on your step finance, as you said. Yeah, it could be something.
Everything that comes to AI and all those things are very interesting. Yeah, like managing the wallet or a squad's wallet, like the AI or something like that. But that's yeah. I think I read something about that. Yeah, AI agent architecture. I see here. Okay, yeah. But
yeah.
I
We
think I
need
read
to
it somewhere.
consider that this what we tested. I think is just part of the whole product because I'm looking at different sections on the website that we couldn't check, and yeah, I don't, I didn't completely understand. Maybe you guys did, but the project is there's a lot more to come, so to see.
Can you hear me now? I'm sorry I dropped earlier.
Yes, yes.
The studio dropped me. So I was saying that we have many lines of chat within our Discords, within our Twitters, within our communities, our Telegrams, and I think that would be a very, very useful database to feed the AI to help us to help the AI learn all the people, all the different personas that kind of constitute each community. That the sum of the parts create something way larger. And I think that the AI assistant can actually be trained by these chats and reflect the values of the community and answer questions to outsiders. So I would like to see a connection, a Discord connection, a community connection, and then, of course, have it trained for crypto questions and Solana questions and other tools uh, that are constantly being developed in the space. So I think some type of help would elevate the experience. And as you were saying, Untied, yes, there are so many things that the team is building on this platform. And please continue. I just wanted to finish what I was saying before I was cut.
No, just it's just confirming because when I logged in the website and tried to create and tried to chat, I spent a lot of. I used all my credits on the chat, by the way, because it was fun to test. Uh, but I see what you said. Actually, they're planning to build custom AI agents, and what Alex mentioned also, like on-chain payments, crypto agents, or customer service, like everything actually outside of Solana that as AI agent can be also in here. I think it's a smart decision to start with companions because like it has this effect. I think that onboarding users to this far, maybe I don't know. We will see, but I will keep an eye on this. It was a nice session.
I think it's really awesome, and I really like where this industry is going. I can see how this is going to look way more advanced in maybe 6 months, maybe a year. There are so many language models being developed and being added on top of each other, and it's going to be very easy to train those assistants or companions or lovers or whatever is the role they assume. I think it's very, very exciting. Um, Dean, you mentioned the pivot of the company and the team behind Sia and Really. Do you have any other information about this that you could enlighten us with? Give us some alpha on it.
Yeah, there's nothing like that's not like really public on. There used to be a metaverse play. If you go to Really, you can see that. And I think that probably the team has a lot of experience in AI, and with the explosion of AI tokens, it makes a lot of sense for this pivot. Um, yeah, I don't have anything beyond that. It's
Do you think, guys, that it would be helpful to have maybe Twitter accounts or social media accounts being assisted with those AI agents? I'm not saying Twitter accounts being managed by, but we all know how hard this managing social media for communities, for projects, for influencers, how demanding and how much work it is. Maybe having a connection where that persona, that assistant, is the one that is managing your social media profile. Can you see a world where this is happening?
Yeah, but when you disconnected, actually, we were talking about that, but we were talking about managed by. But yeah, that like a helping hand. I think it might bring this to next level, right? Because then, what I see now, this is whole platform. You create agents, you have companions as a user. Then but when you have something also active on Twitter, that from that side just bringing users to directly to your agent, because I think the fees will work in that way, that your agent will make you money. Uh, I think it will be a win-win.
We are slowly arriving at the 1 hour mark, and I don't want to keep everybody for way longer here. I think we've explored most of what the app at the moment is offering. And since we had a couple of technical difficulties and the stream dropped, we were a bit late to start. I would like us to revisit this at the first update that really pushes, and the moment that this agent is at least a little bit more evolved and has a few more features. I would like us to renew this. Uh, Bonanza. I would like us to revisit and see what they are building, and I think we should do this, of course, for free, and support the members of Dean's List DAO that are developing dApps, that are uh, advancing the ecosystem, that are hiring people, that are creating all these amazing products. So I'm proposing we come back to this maybe in 2 weeks, maybe in 3 weeks, and we do another episode, and we can compare what we saw today and the way the AI assistant was behaving, how it starts always on Chinese, how it always has this sexual tone on it, which I think is not necessary. I think it's off-putting a little bit at first glance. being sexualized or being, I just find it awkward. It makes me feel awkward. That's me personally. I think for this to become a default setting for most humans out there, it should lose the sexual annotation. It should be serious. It should be neutral, and I think it's going to be way more popular with non-degens. It's going to become popular with kids, with adults, with people that are lonely, with people that just need a, I don't know. You remember the Office paperclip helper? We had this thing that's where you opened Office back in the day. You'd get a little paperclip with two googly eyes, and they would like help you, and you could ask questions. Like I would see these kind of agents replacing any AI, any helper, anything that answers to your questions, FAQs, bots. So I would see it as a huge advancement losing this the sexual layer. What do you think, guys? Should we revisit this in the very near future? Would you be happy to come back in this stage and talk about this without any technical difficulties, and we can compare? What do you think?
Yes, please.
Sounds good.
Awesome. So we're renewing our bonanza in the maybe right after New Year's Eve. Let's talk a little bit with the developers. Let's see when they will be releasing some new version, and let's do our best to help them and support them. Let's remind to everyone that these are friends from Dinsley's DAO. These are founders of the Dinsley's DAO. Pavel-san is not only a friend, but is also a very big governance holder in our DAO. If someone if someone uh, can say that who's calling the shots in this DAO, for sure, Pavelson is one of those people. I'm very proud and honored to have him around and be the ones that are first touching what they're building. So let's close it here. Let's edit this and release it to the public also post stream, and revisit it right after New Year's. Again, guys, thank you so much for taking the time to review this. There is an extended report, feedback report produced by Dinsley's DAO. It's going to soon circulate. You can find it in our Discord. And of course, you can chat with the Relay team in their server. But if you come in the DL server and you ping them, you'll be surprised or not. They'll respond. They're there. They're active. They're part of us. They're one of us. So yeah, again, thanks all. Untied, Legend, Perz, Parzicano, Dean, Baba, everyone, thank you so much. And I'll see you on the next time, next Bonanza. Big love.